Hi, my name is Jody. I am 22 and I have a daughter. So this is my part-time gig. I have a job and everything and I go to school full-time. So this is a part-time gig that I do in my spare time. And I want to show you guys my eyeshadow palettes that I have. And I will be getting 3 more in. I actually will be getting the Lisa Frank from Morphe. And one of their other ones, I forget what it's called right now, and the Kylie Jenner Nightmare on Elm Street. I should be getting those in a week or two. So right now I'm going to review the 30 palettes that I have. I'm going to show you guys the look of them on the outside and then the look on the inside. And then I'm going to make a series out of this. I actually will be doing all 33 of my palettes in a series, and I will be reviewing every single one of them. But it's up to you guys if you guys want me to lump together like my Animal Crossing ones, and my Hello Kitty ones, and my Bambi ones. So I want to know if you guys want me to do a video individually on each one, or if you want me to do a video on the entire collaboration in one video, because I could do 4 looks in a video, and then I could do a combination of all 4 of them. But let's get into the video already. So as you guys can see, I have the Hello Kitty colourpop palettes, and this one is Sweet Cherry. I love the outside of it. I loved Hello Kitty as a kid, and I thought this was the perfect chance to actually get her palettes, I should say. So they come with mirrors, but these are the shades, and I will read them off. This one is Lemonade, Hibiscus, Yummy, and Soda Crush. But that is the Sweet Cherry one. And then this is the Pineapple Cake. And, like, again, has a mirror and everything. And this one is To the Core, So Sweet, Sandy, and La Pina. This is the outside of Teeny Keeny. And here's the inside. And I will read you guys the names. This is Sandcastle, Itsy Bitsy, Hula Hoop, and Beachy. And this is the last one out of the series. This is Coconut Cute. No, not Coconut Cute. Cocoa Cute. And this is Hingeton, Bay Breeze, Lovely Lua. Lovely Lua, Shaved Ice. Sorry about that. They're backwards on the back. So instead of like Lemonade being this one's Lemonade. So they're polar opposites on the back. So I'm trying to read them off and point to the correct ones, and it's not working very correctly in my head right this second. Okay, then we'll go to the Animal Crossing ones. This is What a Hoot. These have mirrors also. That is the colors. And let me see. This is Who, All Flutter, Crystal, and Meteor Shower. Nook Ink. I love the outside of these. They are so cute and they fit in the palm of your hand just perfectly. Same thing with the Hello Kitty ones. And you can't go wrong with a palette that's 4 shadows and gives you a complete look. especially when you're traveling. But this one is Yes Yes, Made in Shade, CEO, and Waterland. I love these. I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan. Don't come for me. I've never played the game, but I just because I haven't played the game, I don't know. I don't quite know what the big hype is about it. But I do want to play the game eventually and see what the big hype is about it. But I just couldn't pass up these palettes because they are so cute and I love the shades in them, especially this one. This one is Label for the Ball, and this is Abel's Sister, Taylor's Ticket, Sensible Sable, and Custom Design. And then this is the last one. This is 5-Star Island. Like I said, these all come with mirrors. There are very few of my palettes that don't actually come with mirrors. So I was very surprised when some of my actual favorite ones, like my Chicago Bulls from ColourPop, didn't have a mirror. And same thing with my Hocus Pocus Gather Round sisters. There are just a handful of my 30 palettes that don't have mirrors in them. So you will be seeing stuff in my background, like my laptop, my fan, my dirty back of my door. Just certain little things that just ignore them because I am in a mess right now. But these are the pink ones. And this is Island Tune, Isabel, Resident Rep, and Island Designer. But I will hold these side by side. I didn't do that with the Hello Kitty, and I am sorry. I will do that in a second. But these are the Animal Crossing ones. I find them absolutely adorable with the little owls and porcupines and little dog and little raccoon. I think that's a raccoon. Don't come at me. I don't know if it's a raccoon or not. It just looks like a raccoon to me. And then I will put the Hello Kitty ones side by side for you guys. But I think my favorite of the Animal Crossing is the purple one. And then my favorite one out of the Hello Kitty is the Cherry Sweet. And now we will get into the Bambi collection. I think this is my one that I was most excited for when I ordered a bunch of my palettes. Because I am a huge Bambi fan, always have been, always will be. And I just thought that the colors were absolutely gorgeous. I haven't actually used the palettes yet, so hopefully today I think I'm going to be using Flower because I'm wearing a Nightmare Before Christmas jacket to go see my daughter and pick her up from her father. And I thought this would be like the perfect shades to go with the purple background for Nightmare Before Christmas. So I will do a separate video on that and post that today along with the reviews and showings of all my palettes. But this is Flower. And we'll go from So Shy, Pretty Flower, Oh Gosh, Little Stinker, and Hydrangea. And the last one looks almost black in a certain light, but if you actually look, it's purple and has glitter in it. And then we'll go to Thumper because I'll leave Bambi for last because he's my favorite character. And here's Thumper. This one is great big feet, long ears, I'm thumping, Friend Owl, and Miss Bunny. and this one is Bambi. I absolutely adore his. It's just so cute, and I have to say they're perfect for traveling, especially if you like put them in your purse or something like that, because they are just so tiny and so perfect. Same thing with the Hello Kitty and the Animal Crossing ones. They're perfect for traveling, unlike a James Charles palette. Don't get me wrong, I love his palette and everything. It's fucking amazing. But it's huge. But this one is Whitetail. Wait. Yep, Whitetail. Kind of Bashful, Young Prince, Fairline, and Little April Shower. And then we'll go on to some of my bigger palettes. Actually, no. I want to show you guys my 3 Zodiac ones that I have from ColourPop. I have the Libra palette. I have the Virgo palette. And I have the Sagittarius palette. Because those are some of my family members' signs, not all of them. I do eventually want to get all 12 of the Zodiac signs, but right now I'm kind of in a money crunch, so I really can't get all of them right this second. But eventually I will have them all. And then I have to say this is one of my favorite more neutral ones, and it's from Funko Pop, and it's Rugrats Angelica. And it's one of my more favorite ones, just because it is such neutral colors, well, except this one. But I think it's pretty, and it's perfect for like an adult or a kid, because I got my daughter one of these also, because at first I thought it was kids makeup, and then I realized how pigmented it was and how little fallout there is and stuff like that, and I'm like, wow, that really isn't a kid's palette, it's more of an adult palette. I don't know why they put it in the kids makeup at Walmart, because you can get these at Walmart. I don't know if you can anymore, because I got this about 3-4 months back. But I have Star Wars Mandalorian Baby Yoda. This one I've used a couple times, as you can tell, and I absolutely adore it. It has a little bit of fallout, but not much. But it's cute. I love the outside. And then we'll go on to Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell was one of my favorites when I was a little kid, along with Bambi. I love the Tinkerbell palette. I use it almost every day because there is that gold in there, and I love a perfect gold inner corner. And let's just keep on going. Here is my Chicago Bulls one. It has some shimmers, some mattes, some regular mattes with a little glitter in them. And then I have to say, this is probably my favorite one because I'm an anime person, and it's Sailor Moon, and it's holographic. I forget what it's called. I think it's holographic, not holographic, but it shows her where her mouth closes and opens and all that stuff. But this is one of the few that don't have a mirror. But I use this palette religiously because I am such a Sailor Moon person. But I really haven't used the 2 purples in here, but I've used really all of the other colors. Now I'm going to show these 2 back to back. They are the Hocus Pocus palettes, the Gather Round Sisters, and Witching Hour. I will show you Witching Hour first because that was the first one that I got out of the 2 of them. And this one has a mirror, the other one does not. I have to say I love the green and purple in this palette. The rest of them are just neutrals that I probably already have or close to it. But little to no fallout with most of my ColourPop palettes, just depending on how much you actually put on your brush. But that is the Gather Round Sisters. I'm sorry, that's the Witching Hour. This is Gather Round Sisters. I love the inside. I was a little sad that they put a picture of them on the inside instead of the outside, so then you could have a mirror with this one. That was the only disappointment with this palette, because it was $22 or $22 or $25, and I was hoping really that they would have a mirror in it just because it was so much. But here is the Gather Round Sisters. I love the drawing of them. I love the colors in this palette. I love the red and the red sparkle. And I love this black up here because if you catch it in just the right light, it has this perfect glitter to it. But let's go on to another two that are probably some favorites. Malibu Barbie and Powerpuff Girls. Who didn't love Barbie or Powerpuff Girls when they were a little girl? If you didn't, what was wrong with you? So I will show off Malibu Barbie first. Malibu Barbie does have a mirror and it's a little bit bulkier. But I have to say there's two shades that made me fall in love with this palette were the blue ones, because I really don't have any blue eyeshadow. I do in one of my Morphe palettes, but not like this shade of blue. Close to it, but not this exact shade. And I have to say I really do love the design of this, and the colors and the names are on the back. And then Powerpuff Girls. I was obsessed with Powerpuff Girls. I want to get the rest of the collection, but some of the stuff is sold out right now, so I really can't get the rest of the collection. But I love the blue and the green. I am one of those people for a statement eye, not a natural eye, but I do natural eyes a lot, just because I am a mother and really don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. When I don't have my daughter, though, I do statement eyes, just so I do stick out like a sore thumb in a crowd, because I love being the person of attention sometimes. And last but not least from ColourPop that I have, last but not least is the Lizzie McGuire What Dreams Are Made Of. And I really liked this palette because of the purple and the green in it, and this like magenta pinkish kind of color. So that's all my ColourPop ones. I do have one Tarte eyeshadow palette from quite a few years ago. It's the Flirt palette. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a review on this one just because it is such an old palette. I'd rather do reviews on newer palettes that I have than an old palette that a lot of people probably have already done reviews on. But as you can see, this one has quite a bit of wear and tear in it, just because this really was one of my few natural palettes that I had for quite a while. And I have to say, it does smell very good, especially when you open it. It just smells like chocolate. Now, this one, I have to say, is one of my newer Morphe ones. This is the Morphe X Journey for the BBs. Don't come at me for not pronouncing that right. But this one does have a mirror in it. But my favorite one out of this is this. My boyfriend actually calls it my stripper glitter. But these two rows down here are actually liners, and then the rest are eyeshadows. And I really love how it came with the liners, because all you do is add water, and a lot of people don't actually get like colorful liners anymore. So that was one of the perks with that one. There's this one. And I love this one. This one my mother actually gave to me because she accidentally bought 2 of them because she is a little obsessed with eyeshadow right now. Well, actually not a little. She has over 50 eyeshadow palettes and has an entire Adidas backpack full of them. So maybe one of these days I'll go over and do a review of her eyeshadows that I don't have, but that all just depends on if she's feeling good or not, because she does have an illness. But these are the colors that this is primarily the palette that I use for my statement eyes. This one is my one that I use for the beach. And then just a regular Morphe palette that is neutral tones. And then last but not least, my James Charles palette. I absolutely love this palette. I don't use it very much just because I really don't want to ruin it because it is so pretty and so expensive. Just like the rest of my makeup is, but this was the most expensive one. So I really don't want to ruin it if I don't have to. But those are all of my palettes. This is going to conclude the video. Let me know down in the comments which shadow you would like me to do next. But I'm going to hop off and put all of my makeup back in my fancy little bin right here. And then I'm going to post my video of me doing my review on Flower. Alright, I will talk to you guys in a bit. Bye!